Hey, let's take a look at our British novel timeline. Okay, we start here with the neoclassical and Gothic period. This is where we get some Anne Radcliffe, which is an important name that we're going to be looking at. And we also have Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, which is also important. And we can of course see Samuel Johnson was also a part of this time. So that's our first one. We move over to our Romantic period, and we have our Jane Austen, which is the landmark writer during the Romantic period. During Victoria period, we have many choices, and we're going to be looking at, we have already looked at Cranford and Elizabeth Gaskell. We're going to be taking a look at Elizabeth Gaskell again a little later on in that period. Great Expectations by Dickens, Jane Eyre, Middlemarch. We've got Wilkie Collins, A Woman in White. So here are some important books we'll be considering. In the Edwardian period, we have some very interesting children writers like Rudyard Kipling. We've got The Jungle Book, and we've got Beatrix Potter and her Peter Rabbit, and we even have Peter Pan. So we see some interesting things happening during an imperialistic era. Then we move it into our modern era, and we're going to be taking a look at Virginia Woolf, and also, well, we will reference D.H. Lawrence, but Virginia Woolf is really probably one of the key ones during this war-torn era that we're going to consider. During the postmodern period, we have a couple of authors, and that is Animal Farm. Well, really, it's George Orwell's 1984 we'll be looking at during this postmodern period. And then we move on to our contemporary, and we can see there are a lot of authors. I want you to take a look and notice the tone that we see here. We're seeing those who are part of the kingdom, the empire writing, but maybe not what we would view as the traditional white English author that we saw during the Victorian period. So we can see our white teeth are there as well. So we've got some wonderful things to consider during our journey through this timeline. Thank you guys for your work.